everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing the Reader Problems tag. The tag was created by About to Read and I will link her channel below. I was not tagged by anyone, but I saw a lot of people doing this tag and thought that it would be fun. So let's get started. Question number 1 is, you have 20,000 books on your TBR. How in the world do you decide what to read next? Usually I just go by my mood. I do set a TBR every month, but a lot of times I stray from that because I'm not in the mood to read what I initially thought I wanted to read, so it just depends on how I'm feeling. Number 2 is, you're halfway through a book and you're just not loving it. Do you quit or are you committed? It depends. A lot of times I quit, but a lot of times I also continue and force myself to read it. But I don't really like to do that because by the time I've finished the book, I feel like I've wasted so much time reading something that I'm not that interested in, instead of reading something that I actually enjoy. Number 3, the end of the year is coming and you're so close but so far away on your Goodreads reading challenge. Do you try to catch up, and how? This is a true story because I am 12 books behind on my Goodreads challenge, so I will be participating in a readathon that Witty Novels is hosting at the end of the month. I will be incorporating a lot of graphic novels and smaller books that will help me reach my goal. I really like to meet my Goodreads goal by the end of the year. I don't know why, but if I don't meet it, I'm going to feel very disappointed in myself, and I know that's not how it should be, but that's how it is for me. Number 4, the covers of a series you love do not match. How do you cope? I usually cringe and make awful noises when I see it because I can't stand it. I hate it when covers don't match or if the sizes are different. And I don't understand why they do cover changes, especially like the Luxe series. They did a cover change on the last book. Why would you do that? So I do have a little bit of anger towards things like that, but I don't usually express it that much. Number 5, everyone and their mother loves a book you really don't like. Who do you bond with over shared feelings? I have a friend that dislikes and likes the same books that I do typically, so if I dislike a book and she also dislikes it, we usually vent to each other and complain about the people that do like it and why they like it. It's probably not the best thing to do, but sometimes people love books that we're just kind of like, why? Why do you love this book? And we don't understand. Here's an example. 50 Shades of Grey. I do not like that book at all. I think it's very poorly written, and I have a lot of friends that would agree to that. But no harm, no foul for those that want to read it and do enjoy it. Reading is reading, so you do what you do. Number 6, you're reading a book and you're about to start crying in public. How do you deal? I don't usually cry over books, and it's only happened occasionally. The only book that I can remember that really made me tear up was Youre by Andrew Smith. That book just pulled at my heartstrings, and I was home at the time so I didn't have to hide or anything, but I usually don't read in public very much because I don't transit to work or I drive my own car and I don't have a lot of time in public to read. If I did read a book and start to get emotional over the book, I would probably either stop reading the book or yawn and pretend that my eyes were watering or run to the bathroom. Number 7, a sequel of a book you love just came out but you've forgotten a lot from the prior novel. Will you reread the book, skip the sequel, try to find a synopsis on Goodreads, or cry in frustration? Normally, if a sequel comes out and it's been maybe a year or 2 since I've read the first book, I will reread it typically. I don't usually go to try to reread the synopsis or anything because there's so much that's involved in a book, so if you just read the synopsis, you're probably not going to get everything that you need to get in order to read the second book, so usually I reread. Number 8, you do not want anyone borrowing your books. How do you politely tell people nope when they ask? Usually people don't ask to borrow my books, and that's probably because I'm so attached to them. I have a freaking library in here, and I've had people come over and see it and they're like, oh my gosh, I should borrow books from you. But I usually don't say anything, and maybe they get the hint that I'm kind of like, these are my babies. You do not touch. Number 9, reading ADD. You've picked up and put down 5 books in the last month. How do you get over your reading slump? I usually don't get in a reading slump. Occasionally I do, and I kind of just wait it out and don't pick up any books for a while until I get past that, because I hate to start books, put it down, start another one, put it down. It just drives me nuts. I've done it before, but I'm not a fan of doing that, so usually I just wait it out. Number 10, there are so many new books coming out that you're dying to read. How many do you actually buy? A lot. That's why I have a library in my house, pretty much. Lately, I haven't bought very many books, and that's probably because Christmas is coming up and I have books that I want for Christmas that my family members know about. So I'm kind of anticipating some of those books I will get on Christmas. So I haven't bought anything recently. But as far as getting books when they come out, when it's not the holiday season, I usually stock up when they come out, or I pre-order. And lastly, after you've bought the new books you can't wait to get to, how long do they sit on your shelf before you get to them? Sometimes a year, sometimes a year and a half. It depends. I do have to admit that there are some books on my shelf that have been on my shelf for 2 years or more that I haven't read, and that's not a very good thing, but I just can't bring myself to get rid of them because I know I want to read them in the future. I just have so many to read that I haven't gotten to it yet, so that should be a hint for me to slow down. So that is it for this video. I would tag people. I'm not sure what booktubers have done this tag yet. I think quite a few of them have. So if you haven't done it, tag Youre. Leave a link in the comments below and I will definitely check it out, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.